Okay, here we are. I'm even kind of on time. So hello, and apologies if you were looking for this yesterday. I did say I would have another crack yesterday, but it just didn't work out. I ended up working late and ran out of time. But we're here today, and thanks for coming along. I need my live split, that's what I need. Things are getting pretty damn close for our speedrun fun. Hit a 41, not yesterday, but the day before on Wednesday. 41, which is getting close. And if you saw that one, you'd know that there were some pretty sizable hurdles along the way to that time anyway. So we absolutely have a very real chance at pulling something off today. Fingers crossed. Wouldn't that be something? Here we go. As soon as I remember which button, that button is my timer start. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Don't do that.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
The going windowed on that alt tab glitch has caught me a couple of times. It's not supposed to happen that way. But no matter.
All units come in. We've got movement all around our location. Don't waste any time getting here.
It's been bloody hot today. Which is not fun. Also not fun has been our APC luck during these attempts. Fingers crossed that it goes our way this time. Especially off one mission 2. That's been a bit of a headache mission. Alright, so far so good, as one would expect. I say that, but I have had some embarrassing stumbles even at this point. So it is a good feeling just to get through clean. Because the challenge really begins in the next mission.
Primary objective complete.
When we've got RNG to contend with. Real RNG. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's go. Alright.
Reactor online.
How's our luck?
Online. Weapons
Let's
online.
find
All
out.
systems nominal.
They look pretty good. No, they got split up.
Targeting.
Oh, no, okay, actually.
Targeting.
That's fantastic. That is actually the best possible scenario. Just need to do the rest of it now.
Targeting.
Alright, we are on. Holy moly. Still a lot of work to be done. And this mission can still go wrong, unfortunately. It's a real pain. This last missile platform, I'm still not 100% confident. As the terrain can block the missiles sometimes. I'm just going to throw another one. Oh my. 111. Okay, that was excellent, is what it was. I was about to say
Reactor online. Sensors
that it
online.
was
Weapons
slower than
online.
it could
All
have
systems
been,
nominal.
but you know, that's no trick.
Power up detected.
That's 4 seconds off
Mech power up detected.
individual level record pace for that mission, so more than good enough. It's fantastic,
Warriors
actually.
from the plains. We will cut off their recording detected.
Now, change of pace. And still RNG dependent. But salvage now, we need that Firefly. We need that Firefly for the run to actually go ahead. Because we use the Firefly in... I'm going to have to count it, but it's easily over half the missions. Well, I'm sure it must be.
Primary objective.
But I could be wrong.
Primary objective complete.
So fingers crossed that we do not have our MFBs getting stuck. That happened on Wednesday, which never happens, and it happened this week, so
Missile launch detected.
fingers crossed we don't have a repeat.
Missile launch detected.
That's pretty well based on where the
Let us see how good this Suraj
where the
drone
bulldogs end up.
is.
Speaking of dogs,
Single fire engaged.
because it's been so hot, they spend all day just sleeping to escape the heat. Now that it's starting to cool down, they've got a whole lot of energy to burn.
We're under attack.
Yeah, you're fine. Well, you better be fine.
Targeting.
Yeah, just having a glance up on the map and seeing the blue triangle that we want to see. It looks...
Targeting.
Where's the other
Targeting.
turret? That must be out of range. There it is. So it looks like they're crossing the bridge. Yeah, we had a run
Targeting.
earlier where they got stuck, blocked by a bulldog. Cost us over a minute. And hello, Blondie. I'll take some of Blake's word if it works in our favour here.
Leaving mission area.
Oh, Blakey boy. Thanks for stopping by as always. Really good to see you. Hope all is well. Friday night here, so you know, Friday nights are good nights. We could be onto something. Had a great start in the last mission, and it looks like we're clear up here. They shouldn't have any trouble. Yep, MFBs are clear, so we're happy with that.
Missile launch detected.
We just need some luck with our salvage, and we'll be out of here. Come on.
Mission.
Good.
Bad news.
No Firefly. Alright, so that throws a spanner in the works. We're going to push on anyway. We will
Primary
push
objective.
on anyway,
Sensors
dogs.
online. Weapons
Please.
online. All systems nominal.
Oh, they're up to no good. Up to no good at all. Right, so this is potentially a setback.
Med power up detected.
We will lose about 10 seconds in this mission due to using the Bushwhacker instead of the Firefly.
Med
But we're
power
more than
up
10
detected.
seconds ahead, so
Missile launch detected.
it's not the end of the world. However, we must salvage the Firefly in the next mission now. That's non-negotiable. There we go, lost 8 seconds. Which is alright. So, Shadowcat. Alright, this is it, moment of truth.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Mask engaged.
Alright, so,
Field base ready to roll, Lance Leader.
how's our luck for this time?
Linked fire engaged. Med power detected. Primary objective complete. Targeting. Targeting.
That's our guy.
Single fire
Continue to
engaged.
search by quarters.
Group fire
Caution, Lance
engaged.
Leader. They're close.
I have an intermittent signal.
Job done. Now we just need to hope
Fire in position.
that it's there at the end.
Irritating little multiple targets at our location.
Single fire engaged. Group fire engaged.
Nearly. Come on, Strider, up you get.
Targeting. Linked fire engaged.
There we go.
Mask engaged.
Alright,
Single
let's
fire
go take care of the
engaged.
store.
Group fire engaged.
No playing around.
Pay attention to the fight, Gunner.
Target arrived. You are released to engage.
Commander is riding to the floor. We have an opportunity.
Fire engaged.
Come on.
You see
Meltdown
down with one shot.
There we go.
Nice
Targeting.
work. That should make our job
Mask
easier.
engaged.
Where have I heard that before?
So, home free.
Single fire engaged. Group fire engaged.
I bring the pain.
Up point Baker reached. Missile launch detected. Down. Linked fire engaged.
Alright, here we go. Let's see.
2 more contacts, Lance Leader. Opponent Ree from Team
Nope,
3.
run's dead.
Keith Andrew from our own commando.
No
Opponent Ree is
Firefly.
northeast of our position and moving to rendezvous. She was first from Team 3 to drop. We
Look
may
at
be
how
able
we're
to
doing.
find
Look at those
others, and even the
times.
Black Hammer itself.
30
Misery
seconds up.
loves company.
And we're going to throw it in the bin. Yeah, actually, that's the line that go. I think that's what, well, I was about to say. Misery loves company. Isn't that one of Blake's old sayings? Alright. I suppose kind of had to be expected. The last session, we had everything go away salvage-wise to begin with, so you're not going to get that all the time. So, we go again.
Object.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Group fire engaged.
Lance Leader, this is a mobile field base. We're down on target, awaiting rendezvous.
It is frustrating,
Units
but
come in.
that's how it goes. We're at the point where we
We've got
can't
movement all around our location. Don't waste any time getting here.
go with a plan B. It has to be that Firefly or nothing else. Mind you, if you hadn't already done a run at this pace,
Damocles,
I would have
please respond.
Mech power detected.
other mechs there. Everything that we do with the Firefly, you can do with a Shadow Cat or a Strider or an Owens. But this is just the grind for when you're looking for absolute pace. When you want to get 10 tenths out of the thing, there isn't really a plan B. Doesn't matter when you miss those shots, but it always feels weird. You actually do have to lead your shots with the autocannons,
Primary
which is
objective
really
complete.
satisfying when it works, but there's just very little opportunity to use them. Well, this is the only opportunity to use them in the speedrun.
Mission.
No determination.
Let's go, come on. So the luck we had last time was
Reactor online.
perfect
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
for the APCs in this mission. Surely not 2 in a row. No. Surely not 2 in a row.
Targeting.
Come on.
Enemy unit sighted.
Oh, you're kidding. That was a miss. That's really bad. This one has absolutely gone the wrong way. Oh, now we missed this guy.
Targeting.
Kind of recovered, but that was messy as hell.
Primary objective complete.
Alright. That threw us off. We're on the wrong side of the bridge. We need to get the other side of the bridge. Otherwise it's a mess. And we can't take the shot because we're too hot. We've blown all of our coolant. Come on, we're in the water. Ooh, how are we doing? That's not ideal at all. Yeah, that killed it. Bloody hell. That's a... Because we used all our ammo, taking many extra shots at the APCs. Isn't that an example of how it can go wrong? Well, that's very clearly not gone to plan. Hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Alright, back to
All systems
mission
nominal.
1.
Fire engaged. Single fire engaged.
Lance Leader, this is a mobile field base. We're down on target, awaiting rendezvous.
I'm not sure if I like that mission 1 is as simple as it is,
All units come in.
or if I'd prefer it to be
We've got movement all around our location.
a bit more
Don't waste any
complicated.
time getting here.
Maybe that would be a pain if every run that you started had the possibility of going horribly wrong before you even finished the first mission. In some ways it's actually kind of comforting to have everything be relatively straightforward to start things off.
Please respond.
Ooh, we lost our lock, I wasn't paying attention.
Just triple laborer frequencies.
Can't tell if that one hit or not, that's alright, we'll deal with it on the way up. Still got it good. You can dumbfire LRMs and they will still do the job.
Hauling explosives.
What on
missed that
earth
one, sorry.
brought us there?
All units, we are
So you can mess
proceeding
this
on
one up.
mission. Contact when able.
That might have been... Oh, get out of the way, Owens. What do we think? That might be 3 seconds? 3 to 5. Won't have been more than 5. But not a good look to start the run.
Primary objective
However,
complete.
if that's the worst thing that happens, I will be very happy.
Mission
Cost us 4 seconds. That's alright. We can work with 4 seconds.
reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
But this lot... Who's first? You are.
Targeting.
Oh, alright.
Targeting.
Okay. That's the first big hurdle cleared.
Targeting.
Still can go wrong. Hey, Prox.
Targeting.
I had, how you doing, by the way? I had one of these, my first attempt.
Primary.
Which is about, yeah, now salvage a Firefly. I had my first attempt go like this.
Can you confirm? Gunner.
But then we didn't salvage a Firefly, so... Should be good.
Mission.
There it is.
Good job, Lance Leader.
111. I will take a 111 any day of the week. Alright, here we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Waiting for rendezvous
Mech
coordinates.
power up detected.
Sometimes I think that I miss the command. But yeah, how's that to start things off, right?
I am pulling warriors from the plains.
That's a miss. Maybe I was spoilt by the other night, having everything go, well, kind of right. But this is all me. That's better. So what's happened so far? This is the third attempt tonight. First time was a good Operation 1, but then just no Firefly. Second attempt, we didn't even make it past the second mission. So we're kind of hedging our bets here, where things are either going really well or really bad.
Linked fire engaged. Primary objective complete. Primary fire engaged. Group fire engaged.
Okay. Now let's hope our MFDs get across without issue. They should do. They normally do. Right up until they don't. Some of the failures the other night were just... couldn't believe what was happening in some cases.
Truly is.
But that's all part of it. There's a lot of red hanging around where my MFBs are. I'm really worried about that one bulldog that's at the... see him on the map there near the bridge. We could be in trouble here.
Targeting. Targeting.
Make it across. That guy. Are they across? Okay, they're across. Ah, I got a job to do. Don't get too distracted by that. Alright. Fortunately,
Targeting.
this mission really is not time critical at all, so we can afford to throw away a bit of time just checking on things. But yeah, those fails the other night were really unfortunate. I have to laugh at them. Well, some of them were funny. Some of them were just...
Leaving mission area.
some of them were a bit much. But that's all part of it. Ups and downs and all that. Let's go check on our Willy boys. They're through, they're clean. Alright. So far, so good. Now, just checking on a Firefly.
Mission.
Bad news.
Yes. Alrighty, let's do it. Okay, we've got to run. Let's take that Firefly and go set a record. How's that?
Primary online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Hello,
Systems
Pi.
terminal.
We've got a Firefly now. We're going to go fast. We're going to go fast and do some cool things. At least that's the plan.
Power up detected.
Alright. Just need to not trip up.
Mech power up detected. Missile launch detected.
Two enemy sites. Engaging primary.
Protect those facilities.
A little slow, but that's alright. I mean, I'm being really nitpicky if I'm complaining about a 41. And we know that we can make some time in this menu here, so that's a positive. On we go!
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Mask engaged.
I messed up that
Roger
MFD
that,
command,
Lance Leader. Transferring now. Mobile field base ready to roll, Lance Leader.
which is actually really... I'm surprised it doesn't happen more
Mech
often.
power up detected.
Oh,
Continue to search by quarters.
oh my, that's...
Primary objective
That was
complete.
almost disaster. That's because I was
I have
distracted
an
by
intermittent signal.
the MFBs.
Attack!
Missile launch detected.
Alright,
Missile launch detected. Single fire engaged.
let's not make silly mistakes like that. And just focus on getting the job done. Strider. Thank you.
Star Commander.
Right, so we've recovered from what could have been a horrible blunder in 2 different points.
Mask engaged.
Think we can hitch a ride? Pay attention to the fight, Gunner.
Alright, let's finish the job.
You are released to engage.
Gunner's riding that.
Knockdowns are good.
We have an opportunity.
Linked fire engaged.
Shooting at us.
Mask engaged.
Nice work. That should make our job easier.
Where have I heard that?
And if these are clear, I have seen these guys get blocked before, which is
Single fire engaged. Group fire engaged.
just ridiculous.
Hardpoint
But
breaker reached.
what do you do?
Targeting. Linked fire engaged.
So, should be home clear. We lost a little bit of time with a poor...
Single fire engaged.
Oh, interesting, yeah, that's cool.
Mission.
It didn't matter in the end. Good.
2 more contacts.
Alright, here we go. We are on. We are moving. Firefly time, 2-2. Yeah, that Owens kill was pretty cool.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Group
This
fire
game
engaged.
explodes mechs when they
East and north.
Mech power.
have things fall on their head, which is cool. Alright, so
We are heavily engaged, Star Colonel.
still a big challenge ahead.
Critical hit. Critical hit. Critical hit. Critical hit.
Enemy has
What on earth did we just say about things, mechs blowing up?
Reactor online. Sensors online.
When they
Weapons
get damage on the
online. All
head.
systems nominal.
That is literally what just happened.
Activities
Ah.
east and north.
Alright,
Star Commander Isaac.
that was weird.
This is Bravo.
That was a weird miss. That's alright.
Mask engaged.
This mission is... I don't want to call it a nightmare because I do really enjoy it when it does work, but yeah, how are the odds of
Primary objective.
talking about that and then falling victim to itself? Big jump. Actually overshot that a little bit.
Targeting imminent. Linked fire engaged.
That's right, we push on.
Primary objective complete. Mask engaged.
Because as we have said, the goal here,
Fire engaged.
get the run completed.
Single fire engaged.
The practice is still really valuable.
Down imminent. Targeting. Targeting.
And what do you know, our lance mate's actually done his job. So
Power detected.
this one isn't bad.
fall back to the chemical plant.
Down imminent.
The storage tanks and flood the chamber.
Mask engaged. Power
Those
detected.
turrets out alive.
Secondary objective complete.
Lance leader, you have to stop.
Not a good shot. That's better.
Linked fire engaged. Linked fire engaged. Linked fire engaged.
Alright, let's get it done.
Single fire engaged. Up point. Mission success.
Not a bad time.
Now they're
But how annoying is that? Alright, on we go. 2-3. We need some missiles, please. Thank you.
Reactor online. Sensors
Yeah, it was.
online. Weapons
I think
online. All systems nominal.
Under 2 minutes is good enough in that mission.
Single fire engaged.
Under 150, great.
Primary objective complete.
And then under 140 is really moving in this context. I think that was like a 150 or something.
B's, Lance Leader. Alpha Star in place, ramp.
Too much water, way too much water. Ooh, that was bad.
Primary objective.
Oh, messed that one up big time. That was LRM splash damage from that Puma.
We've
But what did it was running into the water. As soon as you do that, it is... What am I doing with that? This one, let's go. Running into the water, blew that.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
That's alright.
Online. All systems
On
nominal.
we go.
Mask engaged. Mech power up detected.
So a couple of stumbles, but again, we'll take it.
Linked fire engaged. Mech power up detected.
She can link up with us.
The practice is still valuable. And who knows? It's not to say the run is over. It's not what I want, but
Mask engaged. Group fire engaged. Single fire engaged.
No one touches the command.
Mayday, mayday! God, I'm dancing with an annihilator up here.
Extreme.
alright, there we go. Op 3 now. We need a bushwhacker still, we haven't got one yet, so we'll see what happens.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, now we can breathe.
I've stopped. Linked fire engaged. Detected.
As things slow down.
Okay, enemy detected.
Time to dance, group.
Enemy forces sighted. They are here. Now,
I didn't take
west.
that annihilator as salvage.
Returning to the area immediately. We will hold them started.
I might have just blown that
Single fire
by not
engaged.
concentrating or not thinking about what I'm doing properly.
Down. Linked fire engaged.
I think I did. We'll find out really shortly.
Power down imminent. Meltdown imminent. Meltdown imminent. Primary objective complete.
Yeah, I blew that because I didn't grab those mechs. And they don't come with you. In the bin. Run in the bin. That's a silly mistake. That is a silly, silly mistake on my part. That is a silly mistake. How did that happen? It happened because of the other silly mistakes that meant I wasn't paying as much attention. If brute force doesn't solve your problem, you're not using enough. Marshal Daniel Bishop, AFFC. Yeah, that's a speedrun grinder, right, Blondie? Just forcing things and then forcing them even more. Basically what we're doing here. But hey, I can't think of a better way, so back at it.
Reactor online.
Ah, that
Sensors
is
online.
disappointing.
Weapons online. All systems nominal. Fire engaged. Single fire engaged.
But, of course we have an opportunity to make up for it.
Base, we're down on target, awaiting rendezvous. All units come in. We've got movement all around our location. Don't waste any time getting here.
What did we do wrong? We had that death from messing up the, yeah, we messed up the shuttle jump, which is kind of bad luck, but it is player error. It's not doing the jump correctly.
Please. Please
It's
respond.
falling too short is what caused that.
Falling explosives.
And then
Plan radio chatter to that triple.
the knockdown in mission 3
Something about explosives.
also used the error
Your step plan speed. Sounds like the local
by
men
going
stay
into
off.
the water, which is what needs to be avoided. So the mistakes are my own doing.
We miss units. Sorry, we are proceeding on mission. Contact when able.
Which, I mean, somehow actually makes it a little easier for me. Because if I've made a mistake, at least I know I've done something wrong. And it's a reminder not to do that again. Such as, don't go in the water, don't mess up the jump, and don't forget to grab the salvage that you want.
No deter.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Now, what are the chances that we get...
Targeting.
That's not what's supposed to happen. Alright, I was about to say, what are the chances that we get good APCs a third time? That answers that. the chance is no.
Targeting.
Enemy unit sighted.
Let's hope that...
Targeting.
That's alright, this is still workable. Yeah, got me, procs. What does happen to those guys, though, is... the two APCs and the Owen, they seem really inconsistent in their spawn. Like, sometimes they'll be in a different,
Primary
like,
objective
order or
complete.
slightly different placement.
This is Gunner. I'm moving.
And when that happens, when they're all trying to move in the same direction, it's like they trip over each other, if that makes sense.
This Freebird is mine.
Why did that shot not... I hate this missile platform, I really do. Oh my.
Good job, Lance.
Okay, yeah, that's one of the annoying things about that mission. Those two APCs at the start,
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
to get
All
the
systems nominal.
double kill,
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates.
Mech power up detected.
they need to start
Mech power up detected.
in front of the Owens,
You are dealing with this
but in single file.
Detected. Of course, Star Captain.
Sometimes they can end up
Warriors from the
next to
plant.
each other and they
We
get
will
each other's
cut off
way.
their retreat.
Sometimes the Owens ends up in front. Sometimes all three of them seem to just spawn in the same place and then they're just running into each other and weird stuff happens. And then the second thing I hate about this mission is that bloody platform. I can't think of another way, right? It's has to be destroyed by indirect fire, like using... It takes too much time to run up there to be able to attack it directly.
Linked fire
So this is the best I've got so far.
Primary objective complete. Primary objective complete.
And I don't have any other ideas. But
Single fire
who knows?
engaged. Group
Very well
fire
could be
engaged.
another way to approach it. Actually, what really ruins that... Well, not ruins, but what
Linked
really
fire engaged.
makes that mission especially challenging, or limited in your options, I should say, is that you have to hit the Nav Alpha village, or you have to just touch the village, or that little
Single fire engaged.
little barracks area, whatever it is,
Fire engaged.
to complete that first objective. So we don't have the option of, say, running up to the platforms, destroying them, and then destroying the APCs from range. Why?
Targeting.
Because we need to actually physically be at the village site
Targeting. Targeting.
at some point in the run, or in that mission. So it really limits routing options, which is quite annoying. But anyway,
Leaving
that's that mission
area.
done. It was still quite reasonable. I think it was a 120 something. It was less than the 130, which I still think is quite reasonable. That mission I kind of try and target at under 130. I'm happy with that. Under 120 is excellent. Under 110 that's just a whole nother level.
Targeting.
Having a shot at Freya because I don't know if there is a chance to salvage her or not.
Linked fire
It would make life easier if you could.
Fire engaged. Single fire engaged. Mission.
No matter anyway.
Bad news, Lance.
Firefly, we'll take this. Let's go. Runs on again. Hopefully we got the silly bugs out of our system. And we can do things properly this time.
Primary objective complete. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, here we go. mistake. That was bad.
Linked fire engaged. Group fire engaged.
That was
Single fire.
probably the only mistake that can happen in this mission, but oh well. You are kidding. I'm dirty at that. I am dirty at that. And you know what that is, Prox? We need to fix this. That's weapon placement. That's a really unfortunate fail, but it's one that shouldn't have happened. So that comes from the mentality of just stick everything in the arm. Sorry, just stick anything in the torsos. Yeah, we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. So, yeah, everyone just says, just stick him in the torso. Stick everything in the torso. You don't need the arms. Stick him in the torso. Well, that's what happened there, is weapons in the torso for the Firefly, for whatever reason, they don't actually work the same way. And you can have... So that, my aim was too far off. So some of them then follow the aim, and the others just went straight ahead, which is a disaster. But that won't happen again, because now they're in the arms. Now we'll have full range of motion. We're going to do something else here as well. 2-2, that's fine. I'm going to try something for... what mission is it? 2-4. Yeah, I think I'm at the point where basically everything's a Firefly now. But with the Firefly, or with the builds that you can use them on any mech. Any Firefly build that I'm using. 4M4, we'll save it as that. Any build that I'm using with a Firefly, you can do the exact same with a Shadowcat, with a Strider, and be maybe a bit safer. But of course, the main idea being just to be able to complete a run. Like it's only because I've gone past that point that I need to grind for the Firefly. Otherwise, a Shadowcat would do the job just fine. But this is then taking things as far as they can go, as fast as they can go. So, like, what have we got? What's a medium laser? I use medium lasers in one of these. Yeah, okay. 162 Ks in the Firefly with 10 medium lasers in the Strider. I don't think I have that build anymore, do I? 140 with 8. Like, Firefly is obviously much faster, but it's more of a risk. But we're at the point that I need to take that risk. Anyway, where were we? 2-4. Just getting everything back in order. 2-4. Next is 3-4. When you save something, it goes down at the bottom. 3-5. So you kind of have to go through and resave things just to get them in place, because I don't need to be, or don't want to be looking through everything to find the right build. It's just work through them all. 4-1. There is no 4. 4-2, 4-3. Four. Yeah. No armor. The thing with armor, right, is it's one of those things where you only need it if you get hit. And absolutely, when you're starting a run or doing runs, have armor so you can get the job done. Get there, not have to worry about taking hits or whatever. But if I'm getting shot, I've probably made a mistake. And there's no room for mistakes anymore. So let's stop making mistakes. All right, anyway, so what we did there was to change the, ever so slightly change the build for that Firefly. So we should not have that problem again with our missiles going off track. And then also made a small change to the Op 2 Mission 4 build for the Firefly, hopefully so that we can destroy that factory objective in a single shot. That would make life a lot easier if we could. So, let's get back at it. Let's see how we go.
Objectives. Neutralize communication center at op point.
Let's not do that. Yeah, exactly. Mech 2, I imagine, is very, very similar, right? Where unfortunate explosion. Yeah. And that's just the chance, isn't it? The push and pull of speedrunning.
Objectives. Neutralize
Let's go.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
All right.
Weapons online.
Here we are
All
again.
systems nominal. Fire
Back on the beach.
Single fire engaged.
Lance Leader, this is a mobile field base. We're down on target, awaiting rendezvous.
Yeah, things with like unfortunate explosions and whatnot. It's the type of deal where if that happens, you're probably already in a bit of trouble. Armor and using heavier mechs, at least in this context, it's a plan B. And if you end up not needing it, it's just time you've cost yourself. You know, when you said that, unfortunate explosion, it made me think of ammo explosions. And help me out with this one, Prox. With Mech 2, I remember this. I remember a visual. Out of the way. Out of the way. Out of the way. There we go. Yeah, I know you meant mech explosions, but it reminded me of ammo explosions. I remember in Mech 2
Primary objective
that sometimes mechs would die where they would explode, like from the inside out. You'd see the cockpit explode out, and the mech would still kind of keep walking for a little bit before it actually stops. And I remember I remember thinking that was so cool. Is that ammo explosions or overheating or whatever? Ah, headshot. Okay, cool. And we got a glitched ABC. See that guy on the map? Oh, he stayed in. Oh, normally he disappears completely. Oh, yeah, all right. Nah, we got problems. We got flying APCs, so that was very weird. Okay, scratch that. Let's jump back in and hope that this helps us out. So restarting there because we saw, not sure if you saw it, but on the mini map, there is an APC that can glitch in and out. It just sits there flickering, is how it appears on the mini map, and that's kind of game over when that happens. So not much to be done there. And I wish I knew why it does that sometimes. My loading skip taking us to windowed mode, which is not the plan at all.
Objective. Neutralize communication center.
That's better. That's what it should look like.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Fire engaged. Single fire engaged.
Alright, back at it after hopefully just a small detour.
This is a mobile field base. We're down on target, awaiting rendezvous.
Thankfully,
All units
the
come in.
troubles
Got
had
movement
so
all
far
around
tonight
our
are not
location.
the frustrating
Don't waste any
kind.
time getting here.
So, still sticking to the plan, which is push on, complete a run, and see where it lands.
Hammer, please. Please respond.
Mech power detected. Calling explosives. Targeted on the bridge.
Plan radio chatter has tripled for frequencies, but definitely something about explosive charges.
Primary objective
Watch your step,
complete.
translator. Sounds like the local net is down. Hauling explosives. We missed that one. Sorry.
The
All
it's
units,
funny, the
we are
debris.
proceeding on mission. Contact
Hello,
when
Eric.
able.
Good to see you again. No luck as of yet. Well, there has been luck, just not the kind we need in the places that we needed it. I haven't completed a run yet. I've been going for coming up on an hour.
Primary objective complete.
Have gotten about a third of the way through, just with some silly,
Mission.
a few odd or silly errors here and there, but that's all right. That's all part of it.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
So we
Weapons
push on.
Online. All systems nominal. Targeting.
Alright, come on. Bet we're going to have no luck with these guys now. Like that. They look really slow, which is probably the worst case scenario.
Targeting.
Yeah, they're very slow, those first two. Look at that. Oh yeah, the cave failed. Yeah, so what happened there, Eric? That's something that you're so slow. There was an Owens that killed itself by running into a bridge and exploding. You know how when
Primary objective
debris falls on a mech's head, it just dies on the spot?
We see heavy invasive comms jets.
So an Owens did that, and we're saying about how that's rare. You don't really see it happen. I think that was a missed shot. No, it wasn't. Okay. And then
Good job, Lance.
in Op 2 M2 destroying the shuttle, I did the exact thing. That exact thing happened to me.
Reactor online.
As
Sensors
we're
online.
talking about
Weapons online.
how that's
All
very rare and
systems
doesn't
nominal.
happen.
Roger that, Lance Leader.
Mech
Transferring
power
now.
up detected. Mech power up detected.
Oh, dogs.
You are dealing with a situation. Going to 80 things.
Of course, Star Captain. I am pulling warriors from the plains. We will cut off their retreat.
Missile launch detected.
Now, we've had hit and miss luck with our Firefly salvage so far. Let's hope that we get... Oh, yeah, I know what you mean there. The conveyor belt with the... Yeah. I think that it must be... I don't know if it's a glitch as such, or if it's intentional or not, but they definitely programmed something in where if the cockpit of the mech... Actually, I don't know if it was intentional. I'm thinking about it now. But if the cockpit of the mech makes contact with debris or whatever, it's just instant death.
Primary objective complete.
What I feel is weird about it, or is it intentional or not, is that there's
Group fire engaged.
some things where it doesn't happen, and then yeah, you can run into all sorts of things and it's fine, but then you know the
Targeting.
have you had this issue with the tree in
Truly is.
Op 3, mission 3.
Support taking damage.
That's the mission where you've got to go and the mission with the dropship, salvaging the dropship. At the very start of that mission,
Targeting.
there's a tree, just like these ones, just like any other tree in the game. But
Targeting.
for some reason,
Targeting.
your lance mates
Targeting.
like to walk into it and explode, killing themselves because of exactly what we're talking about, where
Targeting.
the tree then goes into their cockpit and destroys them, which is bizarre and frustrating,
Area.
but just one of those things, I guess. It became it doesn't happen to me anymore, because now my strategy is to send them to the south, so then they avoid it. But if I just run straight across the bridge, that's something you can try actually, is if you just run straight across the bridge at the start of that mission and let your lance mates just follow you, they are at risk. Sometimes they will just run into the tree and die from running into the tree. Alright, how are we doing? Come on. There we go.
Bad news,
Firefly,
Legislator.
so we're on. Okay. You know what? I'm happy, because a couple of seconds here and there to this point don't really matter. So,
Primary online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
here we are, we're on a run. And yeah, Pendrakar's strats. Some of them were really good. For I guess what was known at the time. And
Mech power
I
detected.
went through playing a lot of those. But yeah, looking for, hey, where's something that's
Mech power up detected. Missile launch detected.
that is an obvious challenge that I'll try and avoid. And that was a big help. Let's go. Should be okay now. There we go.
Before we move,
Alright. Come on now, let's get into our Shadowcat. And go.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Memorable
Weapons
moment was
online.
watching a
All
sunder
systems
stuck under the
nominal.
bridge start.
Mask engaged.
Consider it done.
There's all sorts of weird
base
stuff,
ready to roll.
Linked fire
and I
engaged.
chuckle every
Phase
time.
1, you have the lead.
I find it really interesting, like the AI in this
Mech
game,
power
where
detected.
sometimes they have
Quite the
very
mess.
clearly
We off?
set paths or behaviours,
Primary objective complete.
and then other times they'll just come up with something that seems totally random, and you go, what are you doing? I've just
Irritating little
never seen that before. And then you'll play it 20 more times and never see it again.
Missile launch detected.
multiple targets, our location.
Missile launch detected.
Like, this Firefly always just runs around here and we never see him for the rest of the
Single
mission.
fire engaged. Group fire engaged. Shutting down.
Off you go.
Mask engaged.
We don't need you. Alright. Gaslight AI the game. Yeah, I've definitely had moments where... And look at that. I say that, and look at this Firefly just on the map. Oh, I missed that. That's terrible. How did I miss it? Oh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Linked fire engaged. Meltdown imminent.
Ooh.
Make our job easier.
Mask engaged.
Yeah, look at the Firefly. I say that he always goes around, and that's the one time that he hasn't. Alright, we're still okay. That was almost a disaster.
We lost one of our refit vehicles.
Oh, yeah. That one is a bit harder. A bit harder to accept, but it's all me, you know, if... Yeah, I know, puppy. I kind of have this thing in my head where if I had 3 misses on... 3 misses on the Thor, then I feel like I don't deserve to have that run work. Because, I mean, that's just not on. Okay. Alright. I'm glad that you see the humor in it. I do too. It's all fun. It's all good fun. So, let's try again.
Objectives. New communication.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Fire engaged. Single fire engaged.
Lance Leader, this is a mobile field base. We're down on target. Awaiting rendezvous. All units come in. We've got movement all around our location. Don't waste any time getting here.
So I think this is the night for strange and comedically timed deaths. Which I'll take that, you know. There's worse things. There's much worse.
Mech power detected. Falling explosives. Working on the bridge.
That got their attention. Did you get that radio chatter just drilling frequencies? But definitely something about explosive charges.
Primary objective complete.
Hopefully that's the last of them, though.
Hauling explosives. We missed all units, sorry.
Yeah, good idea, Eric. I might have to do that. Just grab those moments, because you're right. That's the second or third instance in this playthrough where it's everything should be fine,
Primary
and then it
objective
suddenly,
complete.
very clearly, was not. Alright, but here we are, still going.
Mission.
Still on track.
No determination.
Still at the mercy of
Reactor online. Sensors online.
the
Weapons
APCs on this
online.
mission.
All systems
The
nominal.
APCs on the platform. This, I know, Prox, you've said this earlier, but this has quickly become my least favourite.
Targeting.
Oh, you pain. That shot's not going to be worth it, is it? Nah, it wasn't.
Enemy unit sighted.
Wasn't worth it at all. That was probably a mistake. Should have just left them. Should have just left them. Yeah. Oh, I hate them. I hate them so much. I hate those APCs. I know I said that I'd push on with things, but I'm just too dirty at that mission. That mission, and those APCs specifically, is one of the very few things that actually pisses me off with this
Reactor
game.
online. Sensors
Right,
online.
like-
Weapons online.
Yeah,
All
exactly,
systems
Eric. It does feel
Fire engaged. Single
Random.
fire engaged.
random, inconsistent, so frustrating. And you know what?
Awaiting rendezvous.
Random and unpredictable. It's fine. You could even say it's a good thing.
We've got
But
movement all around
to
our
a point.
location. Don't waste any time
And
getting
when
here.
it gets as frustrating as that, then that's how it becomes my least favourite mission. Yeah, you are right. It is. It's great for replayability, and not so great for speedruns. 100%, mate. 100%.
Please respond.
Mech power detected.
But I still don't mind having to think on the go.
Plan radio chatter just
I think on the fly in a speedrun, that's still alright, but
something about explosive charges.
Primary objective complete.
with those ones, just No, not a fan at all. Blondie still got the idea.
Holding
Not enough brute
explosives.
force.
We miss all units, sorry. We are proceeding on mission. Contact when able.
Nearly hit the Owens. Not enough brute force, so we will apply more. Alright.
Primary objective complete.
About those APCs, I've got a little thing in my head. I've got no idea if it's just me being paranoid or not, but I'm wondering about whether there's something in the install somehow. What I mean by this is, for the longest time,
Reactor online. Sensors
those
online.
4
Weapons
APCs down
online.
by the
All
base,
systems nominal.
I would run over 2 of them, and they would be in the exact same place every single time. Got one, good. Very happy with that. But then I did a fresh install,
Targeting.
and this one in particular is now turns left, like that. And I swear it didn't used to.
Targeting.
I thought we were in trouble for a moment there. Alright, this is okay. It's more than okay. It's perfectly fine. Where's that platform?
Primary objective.
Yeah, I wish we didn't have to hit the make contact with the barracks there. That would really change the mission.
Receive heavy invasive comms chatter originating south-southwest. Can you confirm? Gunner. He's gone silent.
Alright, let's do it. Looks like we're okay. Provided these all hit properly. Yeah, I'm more than happy with that. That's excellent.
Job, Lance Leader.
121, fantastic. We know it is possible to go faster, but it's just too inconsistent.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All
Too
systems
inconsistent,
nominal.
so this is much better.
Mech power up detected.
Yeah, I have no idea. I really don't, Eric. I'm just speculating, and
Targeting situation.
Of course,
it is
Sergeant.
based on nothing
I am
except
pulling warriors from the plains.
feeling like
We
their
will cut
behavior,
off their retreat.
Missile launch detected.
feeling like they used to do one thing and now they don't anymore. Which was after I did a fresh install of the game, so I could do. There's a video that I did
Targeting.
showing how to install and run it. And after doing that, went to go and do that mission, went to go and run over the 2 right-hand ones like normal, and they weren't there. I went, hang on. So it's I might have to try something one day. I might have to just do a fresh install and see what it does. I'm not gonna bother messing with that at the moment, as in, well, whilst I'm
Primary objective complete.
still trying for this, because it doesn't really matter. Just one of those little interesting things. One of those interesting curiosities, we'll say.
Targeting.
But so far so good.
Targeting.
Long way to go yet.
Targeting.
But we'll try our luck.
Single fire engaged. Group fire engaged.
Let us see how good this surrounding is.
It's probably me just seeing connections that aren't there, or looking for connections that aren't there. Because it doesn't really sound that that plausible, at least not that it would be something deliberate.
Targeting.
But
Targeting.
who knows?
Targeting.
Anything's possible, and I don't. Well, I was about to say I don't really have an understanding. I have zero understanding of how the AI in this game, or any game really, actually works. What actually causes it to behave the way that it does. So
Leaving mission area.
I'll try not to worry too much about the behavior of those APCs. but they're just so frustrating. As I said, that's my biggest pain point probably of this entire speed run.
Targeting.
Even some of the other bits that you would think of as challenging, don't mind at all. But that one's tough to deal with when it gets weird. Okay.
Bad news, Lance.
No. The answer is no to our Firefly question. So we push on anyway. There's still a chance. There's absolutely still a chance that we will salvage the Firefly in O2M1. If that happens, we're still on. If that doesn't happen, it's back to the start. I love it. Still amazed at the destruction carrying over between missions. I kind of am too, in the sense that, like, that this is something that is programmed, but I love that it's there. And I find it so immersive, so engaging. Like, I smile every time. It's just such a cool detail, and I see it as a detail rather than like a glitch or an exploit. You need a bushwhacker, that's what you need. Because the idea is for all of these missions to be connected.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal. Mask engaged.
And it's like world building to me.
Mobile field base ready to roll, Lance Leader.
I don't know if it's intentional or if they knew that people would do that or not. But I like it. I think it's super cool. And I'm really glad that it's possible. Now, Firefly.
Single fire engaged.
He's going to do that little stumble. Yeah, that moves a little bit. I've also been trying a little bit of the sweeping the laser. That's also how I get some of these shots on.
Group fire engaged.
There we go. Hi, Makita. Yeah, beam lasers in the context of the speedrun. They are the best option for speedrunning in Mech 3 for a couple of reasons. First is that they're what do you call it? They're hit scan. So it's just point and click. Whereas
Nice work. That should make our job easier.
things like PPCs and autocannons, because they're projectiles, you have to lead them, and it makes them far more challenging to actually get the right hit. That missed, it was worth a try. And then, yeah, as Eric said, they are... A clan medium laser is 1 ton.
2 more contacts, Lance Leader.
No Firefly. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Back to the start. It's crashed here, so... Well, hang on. Am I still here? The game is definitely frozen for me. Right. That's not what's supposed to happen. Yeah, I'm still here, and my game is totally frozen. It's locked, so... Bear with me a moment whilst I sort this. There we go, it's gone. Okay, it's gone. Let's get back into it. So yeah, as Eric was saying, Makita, the medium lasers... We're still here, we're still going. The medium lasers are the best value. They they're 1 ton. They have 600 meters range, which is ridiculous. And they do a lot of damage. But pulse lasers, you asked about pulse lasers. Pulse lasers in MechWarrior 3, they're a constant beam, and I do actually use them in one mission to take out elementals. Because elementals are a pain, they're tiny. It's actually really useful to be able to move your laser around and hit them that way. But as for the speedrun, it's kind of also what's available. And what you can cram the most of into the smallest, lightest mech. So medium lasers are a winner. Alright, back at it.
Object. Neutralize.
Here we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
So,
All systems
Op
nominal.
1, Mission 1.
Single fire
Back at the start.
Fire engaged.
Lance Leader, this is a mobile field base. We're down on target, awaiting rendezvous.
Once we get through the first 4 missions, things really open up in terms of
All units come in.
having the right
We've got
equipment,
movement all around our location.
having the right mechs and
Don't waste
weapons.
any time getting here.
But just got to get there first. And this is actually the only time in the run that we use autocannons, or at least in the way that I run it.
Please respond.
Simply because they're on the mech as the starting loadout.
Targeted on the bridge.
Their attention. Plan radio chatter just tripled the frequencies. But definitely something about explosive charges.
Primary objective complete.
So I use the AC-10 to take out these 2 turrets up here. Which it does in a single shot. It takes 2 shots with the large laser,
Sorry, we are proceeding on mission. Contact when able.
but have to lead the shot because of the projectile travel like that, which is really cool. I actually really like that the autocannon projectiles behave this way in MechWarrior 3, but that makes it really inconvenient for speedrunning.
Primary objective complete.
As cool as it is, we need to be able to concentrate on just getting a shot away and knowing it's going to hit.
No determination.
Alright, mission 1 done. Mission 2. Big challenge here
Reactor
with
online. Sensors online.
AI
Weapons online. All
RNG.
systems nominal.
A lot of moving targets, and they're very inconsistent in where they end up. He ended up being the second one. Miss. Bugger. That's right.
Targeting.
Enemy unit sighted.
Oh, no, don't do that to me.
Targeting.
Okay, kind of saved that, but now we've just got to wait for these guys. We're taking a sweet time. Don't like just sitting here whilst I wait for you to get in range. There it is.
Targeting.
Alright, back at it.
Primary objective complete.
Platform. So this is not going to be as fast as it could be, but it will be still acceptable.
Can you confirm? Gunner. He's gone silent.
See how we go. How do you stop a laser weapon at an exact distance? Is that going to do it? See, some of them hit and some of them don't. This is... That's a painful one. I really don't like that. But we're through. Let's go.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
So that was, I
Weapons
think I saw a
online. All systems
134.
nominal.
So that's
Roger that, Lance Leader.
Mech power
Transferring
up
now.
detected.
on the wrong side of
Mech power up
the
detected.
1 minute 30 mark.
I have contact. Dealing with this situation.
But
Of course, Star Captain. I am pulling warriors from the plains. We will cut off their
it shouldn't
retreat.
matter. Or it won't matter in the end if everything else goes our way. Still got to land my shots though, right? So 50k, are you talking about oh yeah, why the laser has an ending range. You know, why is it 600 meters for a medium laser and then it just stops right after that? I think it's just the way the games at the time were made. I don't know whether it's a limitation of the game design or whether it was deliberate. But in later MechWarrior games,
Primary objective
the lasers will have an optimum range, and then beyond that optimum range, the laser then kind of peters out, or all right, mate. Okay.
targeting. Targeting.
All good. Let's get these ones done. Yeah, Makita, you're absolutely right. It's an interesting thing to see where the laser kind of just
Missile launch detected.
disappears into thin air. Targeting computers. Does a targeting computer make Gauss or PPC better? Or is it still inefficient per tonnage? Targeting computer in MechWarrior 3, I think is actually really cool. It's really tonnage efficient. It's only 1 ton. It doesn't have sizes like in MechWarrior Online. It's just targeting computer's a targeting computer. And it works with...
Targeting.
Well, it kind of works with every weapon, but it's very different to, say, MechWarrior Online style stuff, where the targeting computer in Mech 3 is...
Targeting.
It's hard to describe. It puts like a targeting circle, like a targeting indicator on where you should shoot to hit the mech. Where, say, if there's a mech that's running across, the targeting computer will tell you where to shoot to lead your shot to hit it, if that makes sense. And then it also will show you, it'll target, you can target specific parts of the mech, legs, arms, torso, and all of that. Yeah, second reticule. That's a much better way of putting it, Eric. Thank you. I'm here thinking about the run and trying to do 2 things at once, which I'm maybe not the best at, but what Eric said. It makes a second reticule, which helps for leading and can help with targeting or selecting certain parts. No Firefly again, come on. Right, so we're not getting the salvage that we want.
Primary objective complete. Sensors online. Weapons online. All
Which at the
systems nominal.
moment is not the end of the world, but it will be very shortly if we don't get it a second time around. We need that Firefly because we need the speed. I didn't mean to make that pun, but yes, I do have a need for speed. Terrible, I'm sorry. Need for Speed games were cool back in the day, they really were. My
Mech power-up detected.
I have a sign of the times memory.
Primary objective.
Which was the first time that I saw... The first time that I ever saw a... well, the original Need for Speed game, I thought to myself that those graphics were photorealistic. The term photorealistic actually did come into my head. And if you look up pictures of the original Need for Speed game, you'll wonder what the hell we were thinking back then. Because it is not a good looking game at all. But
Mask engaged.
that's how things were back then.
Mobile field base ready to roll.
Link fire engaged.
My favourite mech in general is the Warhawk.
Mech power-up.
MechWarrior 2 was the first MechWarrior game I played,
Quite the mess.
and I used the Warhawk a lot in that and just loved it.
Quarters.
But as for
Close.
speedrunning, I know you asked for kind of anything, but speedrunning I actually really do like. I do like the Shadow Cat quite a lot.
Irritating little
It's just so versatile. I think it's a great looking mech as well.
target their location.
And I know that I pretty much now use...
Meltdown imminent.
Come on. I know you use the Firefly for everything, but Shadowcat I like a lot. And 50k, thanks very much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Fingers crossed that this is it. But if not, we'll see you next time, hey? Alright, back at it. So yeah, favourite mech, Warhawk, for a favourite in general. But MechWarrior 3 specifically, it's the Shadowcat. Shadowcat is my favourite in MechWarrior 3.
Targeting. You are released to engage.
The local commander is riding that Thor. We have an opportunity
Weak
here.
fire engaged.
There we go, job done. That's what it's supposed to look like, not
Where have I heard
missing like I did the other time I got here. So that's much better, but
Single fire engaged.
we need to salvage that Firefly now.
Group fire engaged. Linked fire engaged.
Need. It's not optional. That's the end of the run if we don't get it. Come on.
2 more contacts, Lance Leader.
No Firefly. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That is the opposite of what we need. So, that means we're back to square one. Really sorry, guys, but that's the grind, alright? But, hey, we're here. Just like the Annihilator before starting speedrunning, I can see why that would change when you start speedrunning. Annihilator is not a speedrunner's friend.
Objectives. Supplies.
But then into tabletop,
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Humor and
Weapons
Thor.
online. All systems nominal.
Great choices. I mean, what's not to love about Thor?
Single fire engaged.
And then
Lance Leader, this is
Humor.
a mobile field base. We're down on target.
2
Awaiting
PPCs and a
rendezvous.
light mech, hell yeah. Makita, yes. The salvage in this game is
Fire
dynamic.
engaged.
We've got movement
Single
all around
fire
our
engaged.
location. Don't waste
So
any
there's-
time getting here.
It's chance-based, but you can influence your chances. And yes, blowing off the legs gives you the biggest chance of salvaging a mech. It's possible.
Black Hammer, Damocles.
Actually, I'm not 100% sure on if you can still salvage something if you destroyed it through the center torso or not, but if you want to salvage something, leg it is the way to go. I think technically you can also do the same with headshots, but headshots are
Primary objective.
really difficult, and that was a terrible line. How did I bump into that?
That is down. Hauling explosives.
Headshots are really difficult
We missed that
and
one, sorry.
not the sort of thing that
All units,
that
we
I
are
can depend
proceeding
on,
mission.
unfortunately.
Contact when able.
But they're very cool when you do them. So have you got experience with other MechWarrior games, Makita, or MechWarrior 3 as well?
Primary objective complete.
Yeah, legging is the easiest way for sure, especially in MechWarrior 3. It's actually probably quite OP in MechWarrior 3. Not very balanced at all. But hey, that's how it is, right? Off we go. Played Mech 4, Mech 3 is the favourite. It's the favourite for me as well.
Online. All systems nominal.
There's just so many things to like about MechWarrior 3. It's obviously not perfect. Not a perfect game by any stretch, but I do enjoy it so much. Miss. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Alright, let's go.
Targeting.
How did that one not... Oh, I'm getting tired of these guys, I really am. And then, because I've only got LRMs, we don't do enough damage up close. And I need speed. We're not going to be able to do that. Oh, that's so frustrating. We're still going, but we'll just do a restart and see if that helps us. Maybe it's a psychological thing, but I feel like I do feel like restarting the game kind of wipes the bad luck, as bizarre or illogical of a thing that is to say. But far out, yeah. Just those APCs will be the death of me. Nah, not at all. You're not distracting at all, Makita. You are making it a lot more enjoyable because it's a grind and I'll go crazy without it. So, like, for example, that mission...
Online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
The behavior of the APCs is so critical. And what I did wrong in that time through, trying to take out the first two that start off with spawn to your left. It took me so long trying to do that, which then didn't even work, that I left my shots on the bottom four. I left those shots way too late. When you're at long range, or at quite long range, those four APCs are reasonably predictable in their behavior, and they kind of just sit in place or come straight for you. But the closer you get to the APCs, when you get close to them, that's when they start going in all different directions. And the missiles in Mech 3, they don't change direction very well. So you can hit something if it's going straight or not really moving, but when they move in the other direction, it's very easy to have your missiles miss. Out of the way, please, Owens. Thank you. That was me getting caught on a part of debris and getting stuck there. And Makita, yes, that is a Black Witchery shirt that I'm wearing. Well, it was a shirt, and now it doesn't have any sleeves. It's far too hot here for sleeves, so that's the thing. But yeah, Black Witchery, that's my sort of thing. So here we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
All right,
Weapons
onwards.
Online. All systems nominal.
Let's try again. They're in a better place this time, but locking on is actually not... Oh, I hate that. It's not as easy as it could be, and it's a miss anyway, so that was probably not worth it. But we got two here. See how he turns. Got him. This guy we should be able to run over. And done. Back to the others. Alright, okay, we recovered. We recovered because this is okay. And in range, back on track. Done. Okay, mouse and keyboard for me.
Primary objective complete.
This is Gunner. I'm moving forward.
Oh no, that was a mistake. They're still hit. Oh no, now we are getting sloppy. Just want to be done with this mission. That's better.
Good job, lad.
Alright, 01M3. So yeah, mouse and keyboard for me.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
I never
Weapons
actually
online. All systems nominal.
played this with a joystick.
Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
I do think that a joystick would
Power
be
detected.
Commander Freya.
far more challenging, but
Star Captain. I am pulling
I'd like to
warriors
do it
from
one
the
day,
plains.
not for
We will
speedrunning,
cut off
but
their retreat.
I think it would be, well, if it was, if it worked right and if it felt right, it would probably be quite enjoyable. Any reason not using the zoom? That's probably a good point, Eric. No, I don't really have a reason for not doing that, other than when we start on those first four, I feel like they're outside of visual range, or they're kind of behind the hill a little bit. But you're right, I should probably think about that. But when things work the way that it's supposed to work, those 4 are all dead before
Linked fire engaged.
before I see them. Is the idea anyway.
Primary objective complete. Primary objective complete.
Yes. Oh, so even I thought you had to be able to see it. That's all right. I'll give it a try. That's absolutely a really good call. Thanks for
Single fire
mentioning it.
engaged. Group fire engaged.
Torso twisting, yeah, with the joystick. That's really cool how it works like that.
Let us see how good this true
The torso twisting
Fire engaged.
here, I actually toggle with the mouse to switch between torso twisting and the free look. So I use the middle mouse button to switch between like that, which just so I can do it quickly without having to mess around finding a key. But yeah,
Targeting.
that's a really good call, Eric. I know that I know about it and I use it. I know that I'll try and, like with those turrets, for example, I'm using the E targeting
We got problems.
to try and target them before
Mission area.
before I've got line of sight. But no, thanks for you're making me think about it now.
Targeting.
So we'll see what happens with that. You could be onto something. Alright, so where are we at now? Oh, are we slow? Kinda slow, maybe? Not sure. Or maybe I was fast. They're on track. It's just I was perhaps a bit quicker. No real need to destroy the bushwhacker, but off to here. Yeah, they were reasonable.
Bad news.
Still no firefly. This is terrible. This is terrible luck. So, that's okay. We'll still push on.
Primary objective complete. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright. So, bushwhacker. Obviously we can still complete the mission in the bushwhacker. It is going to be about 8 seconds slower, I think we worked out, than what the firefly would be. And then it's just see what happens in the next mission. But this has definitely not been my night.
Detected.
Where are you? Come on. Kind of got off track a little bit there.
Primary objective
Now, Eric, I think that
Before we move
you
out,
were definitely onto something. That was a lot easier for targeting those buildings when I was using the zoom instead of the Q targeting that I normally use, which
reactor online. Sensors online.
sometimes that can be a
Online.
problem on
All
that mission.
systems
Is
Mask engaged.
it comes down to how quickly you can target those rear buildings.
field base ready to roll, Lance Leader.
Damocles 1, you had the lead.
Oh yeah, the Orion. Yeah, the
Linked
salvage,
fire
just salvage in
engaged.
general.
Detected. Primary objective complete.
Quite the mess.
Pink beam weapon used in mission, nothing else? No, it was the tag. So really close. Yeah, that was a tag laser. And the idea was it to be an artillery strike.
Fire engaged.
So that called in
To attack.
an Arrow 4 strike.
Fire engaged.
Now
Detected.
the dialogue suggests that you can only use it for one mission,
Multiple targets are located.
but you can actually use it as often as you want. It's just the kind of storytelling that they use to go along with it. But
Fire
the
engaged.
mechanics of it are there. Yeah.
Mask
I actually use the tag laser quite a bit later on in the run. It's kind of free damage. Free firepower, really.
Pay attention to the fight, Gunner.
Okay,
You see that? Took him down. I have a
let's get the store.
release to
Targeting.
Running that floor. We have
Linked fire engaged.
Just like that.
Engaged.
nice work. That should make our job easier.
And then,
Where have I heard that before?
hope that we get this Firefly.
Single fire engaged. Group fire engaged. Up point Baker reached. Targeting. Linked fire engaged.
That's it. There's that Owens again. Oh, that's funny. Owens blew up the bridge and dropped it on his
Two
own
more
head.
contacts, Lance Leader. Epona Ree from Team 3.
What do we need to do
Andrew
here?
from our own commando. Epona Ree is northeast of our position and moving to rendezvous. She was first from Team 3 to drop. We may be able to find others, and even the black...
Bridge to the face indeed, but not what we were looking for. Alright, you know what? There comes a point where we got to say enough's enough. We got one more. We'll do one more. Because I'm coming up on the 2-hour mark, and I haven't made it past Operation 2. And there comes a point where you got to just pull the plug and go, tonight's not the night. But, got to have one more go. And you're right about, I know what you mean there, Eric, and it's also a headspace or a mentality thing, right? Like, I know with myself, it's very easy to get carried away with when there's a lot of red on the timer, for example, take more risks, do more things that wouldn't normally do or shouldn't normally do, and it just makes it worse. That's not what we're here to do. So, let's make this last attempt a good attempt, hopefully. Thanks for sticking around anyway. Here we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Group fire engaged.
Alright, let's be clean.
Lance Leader, this is a mobile field base. We're down on
Clean
target.
and tidy, no mistakes.
All units come in.
There he
We've
is.
got movement all around our location. Don't waste any time getting here.
Remember the cool shots. And yeah, I know what you mean exactly, Eric. That's kind of been my... Oh. Oh. Yeah, alright, that's new. That's... we got a APC wheelies. APC wheelies I've never seen. That's...
Watch your step, Lance Leader.
Oh my.
Sounds like the local net is down.
That just sums it up, doesn't it?
We missed all units, sorry. We are proceeding
Fully
on
sick,
mission.
mate,
Contact
indeed.
when able.
Sick wheelies in your APC. That's not what I was expecting to see tonight. And yeah, that's definitely the right way to do things. Switching approach, switching casual, and that is actually what I have been doing and what I will do when the run falls apart. But I'm not even getting to the point where I can do that yet. If we get the Firefly,
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
then just push on, even with a mistake. But I think what stopped me earlier was I just really made a proper mincemeat of it and couldn't even continue. That shot not going to work. No, we're not having that. Look at this. See the glitching on the map? He's gone.
Enemy excited.
See that? That doesn't count, by the way. That doesn't count. I said last one, but I actually mean One more. I don't actually mean one more. I mean, I'm not happy when it's things outside of my control. If I'm going to fail, I want it to be my own failure, not the game. Not the game mocking me. Come on, that's not fair. Okay. Yeah, I want to fix my splits, please. All right, so really the last time now. I hope it's a good last time. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go.
Neutralize communication.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Group fire engaged. Single fire engaged.
All right. So backup strats.
We're down on target, awaiting rendezvous.
They're absolutely, yeah. You are 100% on the money, Eric.
All units
A Strider, Owens, even a Shadowcat
We've got movement all around
can
our
do
location.
everything
Don't waste any time
that
getting here.
that the Firefly can do. But the only, I guess, not problem isn't the right word, but the only thing with that is that I'm set on getting under 40, and I know that that's not going to be possible
Please respond.
with those mechs because they don't have the speed.
Plan radio chatter test triple.
So yeah, other circumstances, if it was just a playthrough, or if I hadn't already set that time,
Hauling explosives.
like if this was someone else's record and I hadn't set a time yet, I'd absolutely be just saying just get the run in, and there would be backup plans in there. I'd have, because you can easily have all of the loadouts that I use with Firefly. You can just have them saved and ready to go for a Shadowcat or for a Strider for just in case. And getting a run in is better than having no run. But the goal's a little different. I passed that point, and there's no looking back.
Online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Come too
All
far.
systems nominal.
I've come too far. Alright, here we go. This mission has solidified itself tonight as being my least favourite.
Targeting.
Oh, I hate that so much.
Targeting.
How... These guys are just... Oh, I think we might have recovered there, but that was not what I wanted to see.
Primary objective complete.
Not what I wanted to see at all. Eric, I don't know if you saw that, but hang on. Did you see that? It shot my missile.
Targeting.
He's gone silent.
Oh, this one. Or maybe it didn't. I don't know what that was. Yep, I officially hate this mission. And I'm glad to be done with it.
Good job, lad.
Yeah, good job yourself. Alright, let's go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Let's
Systems
get on
nominal.
with it.
Roger that, Lance Leader.
Mech detected. Mech power
I swear I saw an explosion in front of me. So maybe I'm imagining things. And it seemed like it still hit, so yeah, I could just be seeing things that aren't there. But yeah, the zooming on those APCs, that definitely helped. Yeah, it's quicker. It is quicker than using Q targeting. You're right. So, thanks. Big thanks for that. That's helpful. It really is. Especially the Q targeting sometimes is a bit spotty. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And there are situations where I use Zoom. I do it here just instinctively to make sure I'm targeting the right structures, but I don't know why I haven't done it for other things. So good spot. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that.
Single fire engaged. Group fire engaged.
All right. And there's the other one. Don't really need to target these ones, but it helps just to make sure we're on it.
Let us see how good this Sriracha is.
Fire in need of your assistance.
No, you're not. You're good. Just get on with it. Let's hope that they can just get on with it. I am going to be dirty if
Mission area.
if my APCs, MFBs don't make it.
Targeting.
Oh, there they are. All right, no, they're good. They're good.
Targeting.
They're all right. Where are you? Come on.
Targeting.
There it is. Oh yeah, it's out of range of the
Targeting.
rangefinder. So we should be okay here. I mean, we're always okay here. It's
Leaving mission area.
the salvage that does it. All right. Here we are, we're through.
Core meltdown imminent.
Bad news.
Firefly. Okay, we have a run. Finally. Finally. Let's hope I haven't forgotten what to do. Nope. It's because I killed Freya, that's what. Alright.
Primary online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
So now, we need to remember to breathe, to relax, to not get too excited. 12 seconds down. Not ideal,
Mech power up
but
detected.
that's O1M2 for you.
Mech power up detected.
Two enemy sighted. Engaging primary.
Primary
Nope. Shut down.
targeting.
Timing of the cool shots actually matter in this, but that's okay.
Before we move,
4 seconds. We lost 4 seconds. No matter. Wait, where? I'm making a mess of this, aren't I? Alright, let's go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. Mech power systems nominal. Mask engaged.
If you say
Alright, so
mobile field base ready to roll.
Fire
that was a
engaged.
tiny stumble that wasn't meant to happen, but hardly the end of the world.
Mech power up detected. Primary objective complete.
It's from the next mission, where we can start to find some time.
Caution, Lance Leader. They're close.
So this now is just get through clean. Don't need to worry about the Firefly this time.
irritating little toads. Targets. Multiple targets are
Mask
located.
engaged.
Alright, we're through.
Single fire engaged.
Look at the Strider over there. See what I mean about them doing different things sometimes? Why is he there? Anyway, we're good. Alright, help if I watch where I'm going. Like the band we're talking about, like Witchery, Akila? I like it. It's the right, oh, that was a miss. That one.
Targeting.
There we go.
Nice work. That should make your job easier. Where have I heard
Okay.
that?
Yeah, that placement for the Strider. I've had him there sometimes as well, Eric, but then sometimes he's not. And that's just a weird thing.
Group fire engaged.
Let's make sure I hit the nav point rather than chasing this guy out of here, because that actually matters.
Up point Baker reached.
There we go, yeah. That will do that. Alright, we're safe. We're good.
2 more contact.
Let's go. And yes, to answer your question, Makita, nothing happens if you shoot the rocket that launches. Though I think I've seen someone show that you can destroy it. I can't remember if that was playing a mod or not. Band Falconer I'm not familiar with. Is that like a classic heavy metal band? I think I've heard the name. So 3 shots to be Orion because one of them. There we go. Let's get the jump done.
Single fire engaged.
That was not how it was supposed to go,
Primary objective complete.
but that's alright, we're still here. So we messed this up a bit, but that's alright.
Single fire
We still make it work.
Targeting. Group fire engaged. Down linked fire engaged.
Oh, you're supposed to be dead. Who's still here?
Targeting.
Shadowcat's still
Fire
here.
engaged. Targeting.
He is. Let's get him.
Linked fire engaged.
That leg. Come on. There it is.
Targeting.
Now we need a lance mate to hurry up and destroy the headquarters. I'm a little sus on.
Group fire engaged.
Oh, this is frustrating. That these shots aren't doing their job. Come on.
Single fire engaged.
We're not having good luck with these leg shots.
Engaged. Targeting meltdown imminent. Linked fire engaged.
Come on. Okay, I'm really worried about our lance mate because he's not doing it. No, you need to destroy the headquarters.
Up point Charlie reached.
See this? You see this?
Mask engaged.
Well, that's run done. We're going to continue. We're going to finish it. But for this mission, we need, or this strategy. You don't have to do it this way, of course. But our lance mate, we need him to destroy this building for us. Sometimes he just doesn't. You're a pain. You hear me?
Here I come.
You are a pain. But yeah, jumping on the shuttles, I feel like it's kind of related to what we were talking about earlier with mechs exploding when something damages their head. I feel like it's the same with this. Like you just have to lightly brush the top of the shuttle and it explodes.
Mission success.
Oh, look
Now
at
they're
that.
willing to
That's disgusting. 1:20. So yeah, run's done. That's okay. We can kind of breathe now and just get it
Reactor
finished.
online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, so I missed this one up. I'm going to get up to it as well. This is a kind of new strat.
Primary objective complete.
Where we're using the Firefly and the free look like this.
Alpha Star in place, ramp.
Missile launch detected. LRM.
Oh, you are kidding.
LRM.
You see that? Destroyed the weapons. Destroyed the weapons. It is a random chance that you fall over when you land.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Your,
Weapons online. All systems
when you
nominal.
land your jumps.
Mask engaged.
Because that's not supposed to happen. So yeah, that's that one sucks. That one sucks. And then getting the see, like that. That's how it should be. And then getting the weapons destroyed was just the icing on the cake. That's what it's supposed to look like. Much better. Alright, on we go. 38. That was good pace as well. 2-4. Is that what mission was supposed to? Yeah, 2-4. Yep, okay. 2-4.
Reactor online. Sensors
Yeah,
online.
Battletech
Online.
is
All
an
systems
awesome
nominal.
game.
Mask engaged. Mech
I really
power
like the mods
detected.
for it as well. Although sometimes I struggle with games like that where
Linked fire
it's the sandbox style games where
power.
if I don't have direction I get bored pretty quick. But Battletech is really good. I really rate it and recommend it to anyone. MechWarrior 5 I've never actually played, but it looks like it's got a lot of good things to it, but it also has a lot of things that look like aren't really my style, but that's alright. For some reason, I don't know why, but I have trouble with destroying that. I have trouble with destroying that building for some reason. It's really inconsistent, and I have no idea why. Anyway, we push on. We make sure our lance mates have what they need, and here we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Mask engaged.
Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
Okay.
I've detected. Missile launch detected.
That was almost a disaster.
Time to dance, group. Missile launch detected.
Enemy forces sighted. They are here.
I've heard that, yeah, the DLC can be good,
Southwest.
and also that the mods, or that some mods for Mech 5 are really good too.
We will hold them, Star Captain Drake.
I think I got a boost back, because I can't remember if I salvaged it, so I might just get this guy just to be safe.
Linked fire engaged. Meltdown.
I'll also bring up Living Legends.
Meltdown imminent. Meltdown imminent. Shutting down.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, MechWarrior Living Legends,
Mask engaged.
I think is also really good. It's obviously, if you haven't seen it, it's PvP, it's multiplayer only, same style as MechWarrior Online. It's a very, very different style of mech gameplay, of physics and all of that sort of thing. So if you're coming to it from like MechWarrior Online and MechWarrior 5, it's a very, very different experience. But I love that it exists. I love what they've done with it. Unfortunately, just doesn't really have as big of a following as you'd like for a game like that.
Drake is leading on the other side.
But it's still worth mentioning because
Hold them, Star Captain.
Targeting.
it's an awesome game. That's why. Okay, there's our wheelie boys. Or treaded. We've got treads on them, don't they?
Targeting.
Treads have wheels, I guess. There's probably an actual name for that, but
This is Star
It's,
Captain Drake broadcasting
that
on
I'm just
open
not aware of.
frequencies. You shall not
Yes, Blondie, I have heard that they're making a second Living Legends. So, hopefully, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that bring more attention to it, or get more players involved, because it's also the sort of game that unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but that lends itself to high player counts, and so if it doesn't have that, it's then not as good of an experience.
Sorry.
How did we get a gold split in that? Anyway, that's alright. On we go. I am going to check, now that we're less pressed for time. Did we get a third bushwhacker? We do have a third bushwhacker. Alright, cool. So, no worries. Onwards.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Mask engaged. Yep. Right away, sir.
Our only annihilator use of the run. I think something I started to do as of earlier in the week was to try and keep my lance mates in a LRM position. Come on! My lance mates are being slack now, I swear. How on earth is that annihilator still up? Come on, guys. What are you doing? Look at this. That sucks. That really sucks. That is just time slipping away before your eyes. Anytime you have to rely on lance mates is a bad time.
Targeting.
Come on.
Targeting.
Consider it done.
Targeting.
Last one. Let's get it done.
Targeting.
Oh, yeah, okay, there we go.
Got some problems.
Finally, that's really slow. That is really slow. Okay, that's alright. It's probably about 20 seconds slower than where it should be. We are Shadowcat 3-3. Ellen, you need a bushwhacker. And you need some ammo. Let's go now.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
I've had a weird run with this mission this week where I've been getting getting one of my MFVs destroyed. I say weird because it's happened, I think, 2 or 3 times now, where I'm really not used to that being a thing. But it's definitely not part of the plan. But this mission is, and this mission is up there as well for being really frustrating, with relying on lance mates, AI, enemy placement. So that's 1. They've got 2 that they need to destroy.
Leaving mission area. Targeting.
That's the 2nd.
Linked fire engaged. Power up detected.
So now we go over here, thank you.
Targeting. Single fire engaged. Targeting. Fire engaged.
So line is a pain. It's supposed to be 2 shots, not 3.
Engaged. Meltdown imminent. Single fire engaged. Targeting. Group fire engaged. Imminent. Linked fire engaged. Meltdown imminent. Mask engaged.
This guy, this strider, has
Mask engaged.
caused problems for me. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need to get his attention.
Fire engaged.
No, on me. Don't shoot my... I need to land my shots as well. We got him. Okay.
Mask engaged.
Right. So now we have just the 2 Owens to destroy.
Detected.
No contact with Stargate.
I've used all my coolant, which is not part of the plan.
Recon. Laura and I will follow. Convoy, you are on your own. Proceed as ordered.
But my lance mates hopefully are helping out. Oh, that guy is very dead.
Targeting.
Alright, lance mates did their job. Just gotta make sure that elemental doesn't get in the way. They're through. There we go.
The Jaguar.
Alright, back to the Firefly. This is now Op 3 Mission 4. Here we are.
Reactor online. Sensors
And
online.
Makita, if you
Weapons
are still
online.
here,
All
this is
systems
now
nominal.
Like the local garrison.
the first use of the tag laser that you mentioned earlier. So it gets used quite a bit from this point in the run. It's 1 ton.
Convoy, move out.
1 ton in weight,
Primary objective
and
complete.
it doesn't cost any heat, so
Missile launch detected. Mech power
it's very
detected.
useful for that regard.
Meltdown imminent.
You can pretty much only use it once in a mission though, because it has a really long recharge. That.
Those structures. Mask engaged. Armor star on standby.
And
Primary objective complete.
that was the artillery coming in and destroying the building for us.
Star Colonel Otis. What is your location?
I am here.
Really stressful dodging those SRMs from Vulture.
Single fire engaged. Target.
Osis, let's go.
Group fire engaged.
No, bad. He's not dead.
Missile launch detected.
Come on.
Meltdown.
Oh, that was lucky.
Rotasha.
Ah, right, we made it through. 3-5. Onwards.
Reactor
That was
online.
lucky
Sensors
because
online. Detect
if he had
weapons
switched to
online. All
his
systems nominal.
Ultra AC-20,
Mask engaged. Power.
that could have gone very
Detect
differently.
fire engaged.
Opposition.
Single fire engaged.
These freeborn
Mech power
vermin are
detected.
stealing away toward the city. Anyone ever had me? Yes. We have them. All mechs prepare to attack.
Right, next challenge is these buildings.
Mech power detected.
We'd say that buildings are a challenge, but they are for how inconsistent they are to destroy.
Mask engaged. Power up detected. Primary objective selected.
We've got it, we'll take that.
Attack. No mercy.
Now we've just got to try and not die on our run. Now we're safe. Oh, LRMs are a worry. Or
I
missile
need
noise.
backup.
Safe. Made it. Okay, good. That is the point in the game that the tag laser is supposed to be used for. The big armored gate.
Man.
Which is a super cool bit of storytelling. We don't even need you guys for this, so let's go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Striker star, protect the fortress. Gamma auxiliaries, hold your line.
No, wrong button.
Any warrior who falls without taking a strong away from the fortress. Striker star, never pilot a mech again. Mask launch detected.
That should make Galaxy Commander.
Primary objective. Single fire engaged.
Alright. Now we've got
Fire engaged.
Osis' Supernova. Osis's Lincoln Osis and his Supernova.
At your best.
Targeting.
We defend this.
Miss. That was bad. That was me getting a bit too enthusiastic. That's better. Need to watch out for that avatar on the left. If we get too close, he spawns and ruins our day in a big way. But we're okay.
Without a safe distance away.
It's him.
And it may be recalled. One at a
That's
time.
his missiles flying past us.
We're all together. It no longer matters. Lock up, you miserable machine! Lock up!
And we're through.
I don't.
Alright, so now we have Operation 4, Mission 1. Let's go. You guys should all be sorted. And this is unfortunately our next part
Reactor
of
online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
relying
All
on
systems
Lancemates.
nominal. Mask engaged.
They have an objective to destroy.
Station 2 is clear. You say still no sign of enemy forces.
If they do it,
Beginning southeast swim.
we
Sounds
are
like the
golden.
patrol Golden is in the area.
However, if they
We're
don't,
careful, we may be able to slip by them. Over to you, Lance Leader.
it just gets worse from there.
Mech power up detected. Single fire engaged.
No, single fire is what we
Linked
want.
fire engaged. Group
This is
fire
another
engaged.
relatively new strategy. Well, it is a new strategy in the context of since the current record. So we're using the lightest, fastest mech we have. That was well out of range. This mission used to just take,
Primary
have a lot of
objective
time
complete.
just sitting around waiting.
Let's throw a wrench into their response times.
We've got to destroy these radar towers, and then there's a train that we need to destroy. The train doesn't spawn until 3 minutes into the mission.
This is Star Captain Cameron.
So you can't do it any quicker than that. So we've got these 3 towers to destroy. One, the east tower, off Dog, we've sent for our lance mates to do.
Meltdown imminent. Primary objective complete.
We do these 2 and hope that they
Throw a wrench into their response times.
get the other one done reasonably quick.
Primary objective complete.
Just like that. Fantastic. We are now, we're now on.
Space registers a 60% drop in comms.
Get out of here, guys. And don't die. I need you to not die.
Sir.
Now these objectives are actually objectives for the next mission, and I'm sorry for this sound. Which sucks, I know. Yep. It's really hard to tell if we get them all. I'm just looking for triangle shapes. Because when they're up, they've got a triangle roof. When they're dead, they're little rectangles. I like to leave by 2 minutes 30, so we're a little behind. But we need to get it done. I think that was it. It has to be. Oh, that sound is horrible. There we go. Tag on the tower means we don't have to worry about heat.
Single fire.
So we can just stay at max speed. And now our ears can work again. Right, now just the train. Which can actually be a challenge still. Especially as we're using small lasers, so we need to get right up close. We should be okay, but we also have to not die, which is easier said than done.
Mission successful.
Well, at least now.
Alright, we made it. How do we salvage a bushwhacker? Anyway, that's weird. Yep.
Primary objective complete. Sensors online. Weapons
What?
online. All systems nominal.
Oh, okay.
Mask engaged.
So it didn't work. Something...
Pay dirt.
It didn't destroy the tower. Interesting. Okay, that's alright. We can still get the job done. But, so that tag laser missed somehow.
Mech power
And the
up
tower is
detected.
still up. So there we go.
Missing.
And I messed up my timer as well, didn't I? Yep, that's okay. So that was not how it's supposed to work. We're supposed to actually have nothing to do in that mission.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
But
Weapons
no
online.
matter.
All systems nominal. Mask
I do not want to
engaged.
hear excuses. I want those Strava free birth
So the timer is
Yes.
wrong right now because I
Or you would rather join Rata Joseph
got a bit too excited with it. We're actually up to Op 4 M3, so
He can motivate his officers.
yeah,
Power up detected.
we have to not hit the timer at the end of this mission. Because this is Op 4 M3 right now.
Students have opened fire. Power forward target from long range. All units, group above Gamma Auxiliary and be ready to charge forward. I'm moving to the pad.
Check your targeting computers. We have a shuttle sitting on a landing pad. That's our ride home.
Meltdown imminent.
Get in the water.
Launch detected.
Get in the water. Good. Alright. Elementals, who I hate so very much.
Missile launch detected.
It's bad. Come on.
Single fire engaged.
That's really bad,
Group
but
fire engaged. Target down.
we survived. Lucky. Very lucky.
Linked fire engaged. Single
Second
fire
one.
engaged.
Alright. This is good.
Group fire engaged.
That was a miss. That's not good. Oh, and that got both legs. That's... That was not what's supposed to happen, but
You see that? Took him
still
down
here.
with
Let's
one
go.
shot. I bring the pain.
Targeting.
Right, where is that supernova? And the second.
We cannot surrender Phoenix Base. Press them hard.
Miss. Too many missed shots. Miss because I hit the striker instead.
Targeting. One in a million shot. Targeting. Linked fire engaged.
Yeah, just kill that guy, please.
Right away, sir. Group fire engaged. Single fire engaged.
Oh, no, I did the timer. I shouldn't have done the timer. It's just... The timer is habit. Alright. This is Op 4 M4, so the timer's wrong, we know that. We're still in the Firefly, and we're just going to go.
Mask engaged. Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, so...
Make that out. Sighted, Galaxy Commander. What is your location? Because you're just so wonderful, Dominic.
This is one we've been working on a bit lately.
If you say so.
Critical hit. Critical hit. Critical hit. Critical hit.
I saw those missiles on the... I saw them on the bloody map. You can't... There's nothing you can do about that. That is just...
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
That is just...
Mask engaged.
Yeah.
Can anyone else make that out? Sighted, Galaxy Commander.
You're the boss.
What is your location?
Why am I not surprised?
So wonderful, Dominic.
I do wonder if I went...
You will have the honor of being crushed under my feet.
Okay.
We have enemy forces
Oh,
penetrating the
my
interior.
Star Captain Forrest, you are on top of this situation.
Critical hit. Targeting. Critical hit. Critical hit.
So this didn't go to plan.
Up point able reached.
This didn't go to plan at all. Oh, we've out-juked ourselves almost. And now we've got to take a couple more shots.
Secondary objective complete. Mission success.
Good to see you all.
Oh, what a mess. Okay, Thor, 4-5. 2 to go. We're nearly there.
Reactor online.
Timed that wrong.
Detected.
Now this is me forgetting what to do. That's not a plan at all.
Objective detected. Targeting. Primary objective complete. Targeting. Targeting. Orbit's orders will target. Then leave here alive.
Maybe it is better to destroy that guy from here.
Missile launch detected. Missile launch.
Alright, where are they? Actually, get that guy whilst we're here, why not? Okay, that was actually, that worked good. So we messed up at the start by, with our timing. It's supposed to fall into the pool as we overheat, but got that very wrong. But I think that destroying that sunder from afar is actually the right move, so we'll remember this. Yeah, that's much faster, that was good. Not having to mess around. Still got stuck on the door though. Now we can use our timer. Okay. Now let's finish this thing and go home. Alright, last mission of... What the hell mech am I in again? Come on. Wrong mech somehow. I don't even know how I did that.
Okay.
No, I was in the right mech. I'm just losing the plot.
Mask engaged.
I've lost the plot.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. Power systems detected.
This is...
Consider it done.
Yeah. This is
Let's
enough.
get away from the shuttle
Where
before they
are
decide
you?
to fire through it to get at
There he
us.
is. Oh, I messed that up. Got too close. We did that badly. And now he's... Okay, he's fine. Called him Brawn. Good.
Targeting.
We're in the shuttle, but it's wired to block.
That was a miss.
2 minutes.
Ah, there we go. 42. Another 42. 42, 36. Where did it go wrong again? Yeah, it went wrong in O2M2. We lost... We lost a minute. You go away.
With the conclusion of Operation Serpent and
Up to
Bulldog,
M2
the great
is a
refusal
bogey
of
mission, it
Strata
really
Mech
is.
the power of the clan invaders has
Then what else
finally
happened
been
in that?
broken. By
We had a
destroying
really
Clan
slow
Smoke Jaguar,
O3M2.
the Star League taught all the clans the true horrors
O2M3,
of war
yeah,
as it
O2M3 was a
practiced
mess
in
up
the
as
inner
well.
sphere. At the beginning
Just
of the
too many silly
counterattack,
mistakes.
the 1st Avion Guards and other
So
forces
we,
on Port Arthur laid waste to the military
Lost time in
capabilities
2.2,
of the
lost time in
entire planet.
2.3,
This
lost a bit of
policy
time in
of complete
2.4. Yeah, lost time at the end of
destruction
2.4 as well.
until the final critical battle on Tranquility.
Made some up in
where
3.1,
unsupported
lost a
Lance
lot in
destroyed the
3.2,
last bastion of Smoke
even
Jaguar
on 3.3 and
resistance
3.4 and
manufacturing
3.5 and
capabilities.
3.6.
The total
Lost a
collapse of the
little
clan
in
strategy
4.1,
against the inner
and then
sphere
yeah, 4.2
was
didn't
sealed
go to plan,
at
but still made
Strata
time compared to the actual
There the Star League fought under
actual
clan
mission.
rules.
And we made time in
Elite,
4.3
vet-born,
as well.
bred for battle clan
If,
forces
well, it's hard
were
to read
defeated by the common
how it gets from
free-born
here, but
hardened veterans of the inner sphere. They are the true MechWarriors.
not sure how I feel. Not sure how I feel. This was a long slog to get to where we are, which isn't where we want to be. 42, 36. It's still fast. right? It's still very fast, but yeah, this is part of it. It's a speedrunning silly, and this is what goes along with it. So, guess we're gonna have to do this again another day now. Yeah, it is fast, Eric. I'm just a bit not dirty at myself. Just when you have all those not even mistakes, but just things going wrong, the AI being out of whack, the silly mistakes I did make, it wears you down. Hey, like I'm sure you've run into the same yourself, and you reach a point where you go, "What are we doing? Am I having fun doing this?" The answer is yeah, I am. It's a lot of fun. It really is, but it has to stay fun. It has to stay fun, and yeah, you know what? It has actually been a really, really big help having you guys along. I do enjoy hanging out and having a chat through it. So thanks for sticking by. Thanks for hanging out even through all those restarts and blunders and mistakes, all the ups and downs. It's all part of it. It's still a fun time. So yeah, that'll be it for me. It means we do have another day ahead. I'm not sure exactly when that will be just as of yet. My weekend's pretty full, so we might pick it up early next week, maybe Monday or Tuesday, depending on when we get the time. Chopstorm, thanks very much. Glad to hear it. Glad you're here. So until that next one, I'll leave it at that. And once again, thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out. So we'll see you next time. Till then, bye for now.